Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Joe Bolin. Looks like we're almost ready to go to our event today. Today we're going to see what it's like to get an event. And what happens if you don't choose your event and it's almost ready to go, you're rolling along, you can either join event or just let it hit the button, and it's going to do that to me in about 6 seconds. We'll hit the join event button. I guess we can't. At this point, we just go. So what happens is when you're ready to join the event, today we're going to join the team Silicon Valley and Silicon Valley Bank and TIBCO for a little ride. When you join an event, you'll either let it put you in when it's time, or you can hit the let's go, or if that hasn't popped up yet, you can hit the join event button, and you'll be in the pen. And today you'll see that, oh boy, we've got an assigned bicycle today. Not only an assigned jersey, which sometimes happens, but also they've assigned a bicycle today. So I'm not on my loved pink Tron today. I'm on another bicycle, and if I wanted to, if I had a moment, I could change out the wheels, but I won't bother. Today's ride is a training ride. It says we're doing the same course that the people are doing on the Worlds right now. And yes, I guess I could be watching the Worlds Zwifting, but I'd rather ride my bicycle. And then we'll watch that on replay. There'll be a stream of it that I can watch later, and we'll enjoy that. But right now, we're going to actually do the same course they'll do. I think they'll do 2 laps with a finish at the top of the KOM climb. But we'll be doing the figure 8 reverse, which means that we won't be getting up the KOM the first thing. That will in the later things we do. And we'll be going for about 50 minutes, which is maybe what we're going to get from the pros will do. I'm not sure how long it'll take them. They're a lot faster than we are, but we're about 15 seconds to go. So right now we're in the pens. We're just on our little trainers, just riding along, ready to blast off. And I don't know what to expect in this ride, so we'll talk a little today about what it's like to be on a ride. The first thing you'll notice is that instead of being spawned on the road, you're actually spawned in the pens. This is called the pens, and there are different sets of pens in Watopia and in other worlds where we start. So our ride actually starts on the boardwalk here, before we even get to the course. And on today's course, I believe we'll go through the start-finish line because we're going reverse. This is Leah Dixon, I think, or L. Dixon. A little hard finding me in the pack. I'm on my pink bike. Now I've got the pink cap on, and our goal today is to try to stay with the pack and not get dropped too bad. It says it's 2 to 3 watts per kilogram. It is Leah Dixon. Okay. The little messages in yellow, the yellow names, that's the ride leader. They have a yellow beacon. Today, we may not see them because we may not be fast enough to stay with them. But sound like a fun course. Give it our best shot. Look ahead of me. You can see the beacon. Today's course goes through all the original Watopian roads plus Ocean Boulevard. Looks like they have two beacons, two yellow beacons. As you can see, another yellow beacon far ahead of me. This is a bit of a strange group ride for me. I usually don't get myself over my head like this, but it sounded like fun. Right now we're going through the S's reverse. Trying to stay in best we can. Whew. We're doing well over 3 watts per gallon. I guess I'm with Mr. Clevenger, because Leah's ahead of us. Leah Dixon's a racer, very good one. Coming up to a hill now. Going around and coming to the sprint. Whew. A little bit of a push here. Get some momentum. Sprint's coming. Place to really our feather. Normally we'd weigh that about now and sprint. Ooh, ooh, wait a minute. Not bad. Well, it looks like it's fixing behind me. Don't tell me I have both beacons behind me. That's not supposed to be good form. Get too far ahead of a beacon. Confusing having two yellow beacons. It's not usual. One of the things I had hoped to show you today, but we won't, is the fence and how it works and how it's used to give you a hint that you might want to slow up a little if you want to stay with the main group. A few terms you'll hear on group rides. One of them is a beacon. The beacon is the leader. We'll have a little yellow chevron above their head. They set the pace. Normally a group ride is set to a pace. It also depends on the weight of the leader. I was on a ride recently. Was a slightly less than 2 watt per kilogram ride, very easy, except that the leader was 100 kilograms. That meant that his 1.8 was 180 watts. On hills, doesn't mean as much, because he's got to pull it up the hill. Whew. On the flats, means a little more. So if you find you're a lighter rider, expect to go a little harder than the advertised pace as far as watts per kilogram. If you're a heavier rider, you may find it a little easy on flat rides. Hilly rides, a different story. We're now coming up to the reverse KOM, original Watopia, going past Bob's gas station, starting the segment. Again, we're just trying to get through this. Whew. But we have the motivation of a big group. Oh, I see. Leah's having problems. That happens sometimes, where your leader gets lost, and sometimes they'll give the chevron to a second rider. Sometimes they won't. We're getting into the real meat of the reverse KOM. It's a longer climb, but the worst part's right now. Hard push. Continue. Good momentum. Down the other side. Another little bump. Go hard here. Whew. Wow. Still going up slightly. Keep the power on. Whew. Wow. Reverse KOM. Big longer climb. Starts with a steep bit. Rolls. Comes up slightly at the end. There's a little downhill coming. Now, sharp for a few meters, then levels out. Keep the momentum going here. On Zwift especially, you'll find that if you have been pushing, suddenly you lose that push because you're no longer going uphill. It's easy to let your wattage fall. And unlike real life, you don't coast as well. Gotta keep your right here. Flattening out. Have to go up through the gears. See if we get this next little group. Push hard. Push hard. See, somebody's already finished the climb. Very good time. 350. Nice. We've ever broken 5 minutes. Barely broke. Or 4 minutes. Barely broken 5. This could be one of our better efforts. We can see the barrier ahead. There we go. Personal best for at least 30 days. Oh, broke 430. Very good. We'll pay for that. Now we have to get rolling downhill. Could super tuck, won't. Keep the legs moving today. As these riders go by us, we'll hit our truck and we'll use it to help us draft them. Rest on the descent. Well, kinda. Go down here, take a right turn. That's the figure 8. Otherwise, we just do a reverse hilly loop. There we go. Now we're on Ocean Boulevard. We have to descend into the undersea. Try to stay with this group without using too many watts. But my avatar is struggling to draft. Not drafting very well today. Not getting as much help as it should. Whew. Oh, hardest we've gone for a while. A lot of red in that graph. Wow. It says, out of bed right into the fire. Well, I don't know about that, but we're making good work of this lap, that's for sure. This is a section where most riders will be able to get a deep breath. For the record, I've never done this ride. I haven't got a clue what it's like. Sounds like it's pretty hot. And it usually has a leader in the front and a leader about mid-pack. So the fast riders can let it rip, and the slower riders still have a group to, Leah says hi. Another thing you need to know is if you get lost or totally messed up in the first 30 minutes of a ride, you can get out, get back in and rejoin, and the computer will put you in with a group, so you won't be all by yourself. Hopefully you're warmed up by then, because you'll have to pedal pretty hard right away. Leah says her Wi-Fi went screwy, so she's riding by herself. That's a good point. If you find that suddenly everybody goes away, you're still there, What happened is that your internet went out. You're still playing the game, but you're not interactive with anybody else, just with the roads. It's like you're riding by yourself. Got a little uphill coming here, the undersea, and then a challenging section through the dirt. Here we go. Stand up and go. Just practicing our hills, not trying to get away. Keep rolling in the dirt. This is where our resistance goes up. Keep the wattage up, so we don't get ground to a halt. We have the double whammy of having gone uphill, so our momentum was checked in the dirt. More dirt, a few more sections, interspersed with wooden bridges. It's also made of slightly higher than normal coefficient of friction. Don't expect me to type, people. I can barely talk. Now we're on that very gradual 1% false flat. Here we're trying to keep our wattage up. Some are already on the reverse of this. We haven't even hit the real windy part yet. It's already 1%. We haven't talked about how to message. We're not going to do that today because poor old Joe can barely pedal fast enough for this group. You see on the mini map, there's lots of people way ahead of us. This is a ride where everybody comes out. Normally we call them flyers. Today, I'm a flyer. I'm ahead of the beacon. We can afford to be cool. She's so fast that her sleeping pace is faster than my all out. And that's not any kind of fib. Not quite halfway through our 50 minutes. beacon behind us just a little. Doesn't mean he won't catch us. They have a big group. They can easily make up time. Here we'll go left. We've already been on that treasure road ahead of us. We're heading for the sprint section. Forward direction. Went through reverse already. We'll climb here. Whew. Downhill now. I don't want to see any dogs. Answer to the question. Well, if this isn't the race section, I don't want to see it. We'll probably get blown up. It doesn't matter. Getting ready for the sprint. Ready to really rip. Usually we don't. Today we will. Leah likes sheep or alpacas. That's what you see in Wales. Right now we're trying to hold on. Don't have an official power up to help us. We're in the final sprint of it. Final bit. Push hard. Not our best. It's okay. Not looking to. Oh, and we got a whole 10-point power up. Whoopee. Would like to have a feather for this next bit. Up we go. Here we go. Hold over the top. Had trouble keeping the momentum. We'll pick this gap up real quick. Keep the power on so when they catch us, we can minimize the difference between their speed and ours. It's coming in, almost there now. Get back in, over hard here. Going right now. So we'll take you downtown and forward. Next, we'll have the forward KOM. I believe on the last lap of the Worlds, that's where it finishes, I believe. He's going to full 2 laps. Keep our momentum up. Downhill here. Now flat. On pretty decent speed, not outstanding. Group's getting ready for the next climb. It'd be nice if we got a feather. Let's see what we get. Oh, round and round and round she goes. Oh, 10 points. Gee whiz. That'll help. Not. So we hit the distance goal. Let's go right on real quick since we can, without doing too much effort. For this intersection, and we'll go straight. Whew. Okay, a little uphill here to the corner and then straight. I guess head down is not drafting, head up is drafting. See how there we are, we're drafting. Little rise over the bridge and into the KOM. Here we go, into the KOM. Stand up and go. Steep pitch in through here, especially out of this corner. He's almost caught us. Should go by us. We were going backwards. Keep power on. Flatten a little. Next corner, and then up. Good review here. Keep that. Flattens up this corner to the line. Couple beers. stand up. Ouch. Went into PR. Now I get a feather. Figures. Oh well. Such is life. Have a little. I'll supposedly use it. You know. Oh God. Here comes the. Hit the gas. Stay in. It's like I rode with Leah Dixon for a minute. How nice. Got a little climb coming. Not yet. We're coming. The bridge. Hill coming up. We'll climb. Go, 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 go. Coming downhill in a minute. Here it comes. Little bump here. Keep it rolling. Nice. Bottom of everything. We'll go left. Reverse through the what was a false flat, and then downtown to the line. And we've done a lap of reverse 8. Try to stay with this group if we can, at least to the start finish line. A little bit of a rise here before we go left. We're running over this intersection into downhill. easy to let your watts fall too far in this section. Slightly downhill. Put in a bigger gear. Keep the watts up. Next, we'll eventually go to the dirt. This is the alert. There's Leah Dixon right behind us, almost on our wheel. Now passing us. Need a drink. Sweep these folks up. Coming up. Less than 10 minutes to go now. Almost 10 minutes to go. Flying right along. Be very happy it's only a 50-minute ride, not an hour. The dirt now. Keep it up. Turning left. Swift will stay straight because the main road goes left. Pull you off. Keep the momentum on this last bit of dirt. It's a long one. Put the momentum in the downhill. Make us go much faster. Going downhill in just a moment. Keep the momentum up. Back through the undersea. Down we go. Up here. Keep the watts up. I guess. Where the leader was a lady. Had no clue. Our goal is to stay with Grupo Dixon as long as we can. To the finish, we might, but it's okay. Through the Jarvis tree. If the race were finishing at the start finish down here, this is where we'll be getting their last drinks. And some might try to get away, but it's still too far. Still a couple miles. Just gotta keep the momentum up. I'll go really trying to get to the front, just trying to hang in. We've got a rise coming up. Coming out of the undersea, we'll use our power up there. How nice it was. Pro like Leah Dixon riding with us today. It's an honor to ride with only about 5 minutes, 6 minutes now. Not long. Here we go. Coming into the climb. Stage 3. Here we go. Climb. Let's find the gear and go. Almost trying to escape. Downtown finish. Might be where you try it. Takes a lot more effort than I've got. Another little rise at this intersection with a right-hand turn. Thank goodness, only 5 minutes to go. Here's our rise. Very strong. See if we can get a personal best on Strava for the reverse figure 8. We could. There's the banner. This is where the world competitors will get into their last lap. Feather would be really nice. Nope, more points. Oh well, it's only 3 minutes. Hang on, less than 3 minutes. Go uphill, get some gas. Ooh. Ooh. Two minutes. Come on. Full gas. Minute and a half left. Do the S's one more time. Here goes Leah, finishing up hard in the last minute. Whew. In essence, we made it. Whew. He's really pushing me. So is everybody else. 20 seconds. So this last hill, go through the sprint. And we're done. Let's get up this big hill. Come on, get up fast. All right. And there we go. Just about get to the sprint, we're done. That's just back on our normal bike, normal jersey. Just finishing up now. Just evening up. Kilometers, maybe doing one more sprint. Okay, let's give it one more good sprint. Woo! All right, a little slower than last time. Expected. Let's finish the kilometer. We'll call it good. And gee, another 10 points. Just what I needed. Now we're cooling down. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. This climb, or this ride, was a little more than I had planned for, but my, it was fun. See, I have another ride to go to, about 18 minutes. Cool down a little here. Ends of the kilometer, and we are done. Very satisfying ride. Hard work. Hadn't planned on working that hard, but oh, it was fun. Go a little further here. Get 35 kilometers out of it at least. Whew. One more little rise. Oh, that's right. We get to go up the reverse KOM next. We're not going to do that. Do a little steering here and go down the down the other side of the false flat to cool down. I'm trying to cool down. You can see when watts go up, going uphill. Okay, I get ready to steer here. After this little sign that tells you when I'll be able to make a decision. We'll click right, turn. Just chill this out for just a minute, at least 35 kilometers. Don't think I want to go up that again. That was hard. You can see my waters really went down. I'm going downhill and I'm not going very fast. Alrighty, coming up 35 kilometers, I think we'll call it a ride. There we go. So the menu and our ride. Look at our power a little bit. Oh, look at that. Well, not too bad. We didn't average real high numbers. We had those high numbers, we were flying. We were going up hills. And that's so thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Have a fine day.